message.
Mr. Murphy, please, tell me you have news about Mason.
He's being held at a place called Ceysan, which is some crazed cult where the lunatics are in charge. I'm not going to alert the police because they might dispose of Mason. I think I better handle this myself.
But why would you put yourself in so much danger?
Because someone's taken 7 years of my life from me and I want it back. If there's a way I can discover what happened and somehow restore my memories, I'll take that chance.
Well, I hope you do get that chance. My name is Thompson Alton. I'll get back with you soon. Good luck, Mr. Murphy.
Well, these baseball cards may open the drawer in Mason Bauer's safe. Before I return to Ceysan, I'll need a laser blade to cut Bowers free, the trance interrupter serum, and his trance key. Man, this is a nightmare. I fly back to the beach house to see if the cards Mason had on him could be used here. When I arrive, there's a familiar face waiting at the door, looking for an update.
You found Mason. Is he okay?
Not physically, but mentally he's had a taste of his own medicine and it doesn't suit him.
Where is he?
It's a place called Ceysan, and I can't tell whether he's being held for his own protection or against his will.
So, what do we do now? If we don't know why he's there, we shouldn't get the police involved, right?
Yeah, these boys play for keeps. I'm afraid if we break in on him, Mason may disappear for good.
You said you don't think he knows who he is. What does that mean?
He's been shot up by something called the trance inducer. And if we don't get Mason's memory back, all three of us may be stuck at this dead end.
I'm so grateful you're doing this. I don't know who else I could turn to. I still care for Mason, but we haven't been close in a long time. You seem so tough and self-reliant.
Well, being a PI is a very rough business.
Isn't the rough business always more exciting? Maybe when Mason is back to his normal state and out of danger.
Look, I'm no hero. I'm doing this to get my memory back. But perhaps later we could talk about this.
Perhaps is so full of possibilities. Is there a more intriguing or tantalizing word?
Perhaps. But right now I've got to find something to help me get Mason out of Ceysan.
I'll leave you to it. Good luck, Tex. I've got to go. But you know how to get a hold of me if there's anything you need.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. These women, why are they interested in you?
Maybe you need to get your optical sensors checked.
Wow, between Ariel, Taylor, and the look Mojo is giving you, I'd say losing 7 years has done wonders for your charisma. Hey, have you considered wiping a few more? Oh, and that was a nice catsuit, by the way. Can we pick up one in my size? Oh.
This house belongs in a tax bracket that I'm most unfamiliar with. The drawer inside this safe needs 2 additional cards. Whatever's in here must be so important that Mason Bowers keeps both the cards with him at all times. This must be the trance interrupter medication. And there's only 1 dose. This is trance interrupter serum, the only thing that can bring back memories. There's only dosage for 1 person. If I use it on Mason, maybe he can tell me where more serum is. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, if you know what I mean. And I'm not ready to go back there yet. I still need a few more items. Something tells me the doctor got a lot of toothaches. Nothing I can use. Anatomy books. Used only for medical research purposes, I'm sure. Unfortunately, it's not the Tunnel of Love.
Guess what?
Not again.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. Sorry. I don't know if this has anything to do with this trans key you're talking about, but after that 48 Pandian flew off, I circled back. I took a quick look around and saw a fresh hypo on the ground along with a few cards. I grabbed them. If you want them, just don't tell the cops I gave them to you. You think we got something that expensive here? And you know you gotta have a license to carry one, right? Look, I have one of my own. I'll give it to you. But only if you swear that it squares us up.
These 4 of clubs cards were found scattered all over the alleyway by Zach after the abduction. I think Bauer's trance interrupter key may be the phrase 4 of clubs. This laser blade can help me free Mason Bowers from Cézanne. Mason! How are you today? How's everything going here at the camp? 4 clubs. 4 clubs. 4 clubs. Mason, come on, wake up. Come on, don't be deaf, dumb, and stupid. Please, Mason, wake up. That's it, come on.
Tex, where are we?
In a whole lot of trouble.
Is that the trans interrupter? What have you done?
Brought you back from Zombieland. These guys wiped your memory.
No, they didn't. I did!
What? Why the hell would you do that?
Oh, God. Now they can find out everything I know. How could you do this?
Oh, well, maybe because I want my memory back. Your friend said you're the only one who could help.
My friend?
Yeah, the one who came for the cryo chamber.
So he has it. The cryo chamber's safe?
Yes, he has it. So where do I get more serum? There was only 1 dose and you're safe. And what the hell's my trance key?
Margaret injected you. She's the only one who could have helped you.
Yeah, and she's dead. And I'm pretty sure her head was the main ingredient in that soup can of yours. Why'd you cut off her head?
I didn't. It was Maldonado. I don't think I could have done it.
Yeah, well, don't mince words, because it was your idea.
Margaret double-crossed us. She came up with her own plan, but I think we stopped her before she could give it to the translator.
Well, you don't come across as totally insane.
She knew things, but she'd given up hope. However, some of us still believe. It wasn't fair for her to take those things to the grave. And I have the technology to tap what's inside her memories. Even after death.
Well, I stand corrected. You are insane.
You were in on it with us. We were all looking for the Tesla egg. But you're the one who found it in the wall of your apartment. I was still working from the inside, letting you all know what the translator was doing. By then, Margaret had stolen the egg and disappeared. I was afraid she switched sides, so I hired Maldonado to do surveillance on the Ritz, hoping she'd show up.
Yeah, and she did. She and that big mutant came by and injected me.
I caught up to her at the door of her apartment. All I wanted to do was talk, but she clutched her chest and collapsed. Dead before she hit the floor. Decapitation was the last resort.
So when does the abduction come in?
I called Maldonado just when the translator's henchmen arrived. Maldonado brought the cryo chamber while I created a diversion. While they were chasing me, he did the deed. Then I used the transinducer on myself. We'll rendezvous with my friend. We gotta find that egg before the translator does.
All right, but let's swing by and get your wife, too, because she's been worried sick about you.
My wife? I don't have a wife.
Very good, Tex. You continually impress.
The cryo chamber. It holds your answers. Don't let him find it.
Welcome back, Tex. You certainly have a gift for making things interesting.
Yeah, it's a gift that just keeps on giving.
I assume you have no idea who we are.
Let me just save some time here. I have no memory of you or anything else since this bastard here shot me and my girlfriend 7 years ago.
Yes. Margaret made sure of that, didn't she? Willing to die just to keep you out of the equation, undermining me at every turn, right up until the end.
I need to know one thing. Did you kill Chelsea?
You could say that.
Don't move.
It's a long story, Tex. Maybe some other time.
Just tell me what happened to Chelsea.
Dalton, would you please answer Tex's question?
My pleasure. We'd stolen your speeder, of course. After I sedated you and Chelsea, you were taken to a place where we could search your memories for leads to Margaret Leonard's whereabouts. When that failed, I staged Chelsea's death, attempting to draw Leonard out of hiding. We left identifiable DNA inside your burned-out speeder.
Which, incidentally, was uninsured.
Leonard didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Eventually, we let Chelsea go, and I never saw her again.
This was all before I returned. I've never seen Chelsea.
I haven't seen her either. As far as you know.
So what was Chelsea's connection with Margaret Leonard?
It doesn't matter now. Margaret's dead. Just like the man I used to be.
And you are?
I am the translator.
Is translating your profession or a hobby?
It is my mission and my destiny.
Well, I guess that makes 1,000,002 questions that I have. Everything would be a lot easier if you just unlock my memory.
I would if I could, Tex, believe me. Unfortunately, Margaret took your trance key to her grave.
What? I'm supposed to believe that I'm on your guys' side for whatever's going on here?
That's right. We're all in this together.
We united in a common goal. It was a goal Margaret and I used to share many years ago. But she lost hope after I died.
You're Johansson? Margaret Leonard's husband? The FBI agent who stole the Tesla cash?
I am. And I did. But when I learned what we'd taken from Tesla and buried in our vaults, what amazing technologies he had to offer the world, it became my dream to complete his work. But then I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. I had little time left, so we decided that I should be preserved in a cryogenic state, in hopes that a cure could be found someday.
But now you're here, alive again. So who's the one who brought you back?
Margaret refused. She said it wasn't safe yet. I tried to pressure her, and she disappeared.
In the end, it was Mason who completed the reanimation.
So what's it like?
Indescribable. I saw eternity. And I returned with a renewed sense of purpose. I finally saw the true vision of Tesla's work.
So if Mason brought you back, why did he turn against you?
Margaret can be very persuasive. I think she convinced Mason that my work was too risky. But she couldn't convince you, Tex.
I'm a little lost here. Why do you need me?
Margaret held one last piece of the puzzle. The Tesla egg. It is the nucleus of the atom. Without it, the spirit radio has little effect. But with it, the veil between living and dead will vanish, and we will all exist within the immortal coil. We have work to do. You're free to go, Tex.
These guys must be playing some kind of mind trick on me. This has got to be a setup of some kind.
Tex, buddy, I'm afraid I haven't been totally straight with you. But over the last 7 years, you have become a lying, womanizing, duplicitous, two-timing cutthroat who plays both sides against the middle for money, and is partners with the gentleman who just left the room. I thought you could just walk away from the person you'd become, but I see that fate may have something else in mind.
After I returned from Say San, I called Alt to tell him Mason Bowers had taken a 40-foot leap. The guy was so broken up, he hung up the phone. I'm not sure if Bowers' death ended Alt's interest in this whole sorry mess, but my gut tells me I'll need his help if I'm ever going to solve this case. I decided to visit St. Germain to find more information about the Tesla egg.
So, how goes the investigation? I don't suppose you have any news regarding that egg we talked about?
Well, everybody's talking about the Tesla egg, but I think I've got a lead on it.
Ah, the egg of Columbus, the copper egg. Unveiled by Tesla at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893, it was the very heart of a small prototype that, some say, would become his most notorious invention.
You seem underwhelmed, and that's not good.
You know the story of Tunguska?
Well, I do now.
If you believe, as many do, that the Tunguska explosion was caused by the Tesla death ray, and you believe that the Tesla egg is a core component of the death ray, well, then the egg would be of immense fortune. Tell me, what do you believe, Mr. Murphy?
I believe you know a lot more than you're telling me.
Are you familiar with Paradise Lost?
Isn't that one of those resorts for swingers?
Paradise Lost is a poem about the great divide in heaven when Lucifer was cast out. After his banishment, Lucifer swore revenge and created an army of his own. He and his followers waited in darkness for their chance to strike back at the god who cast them out. After a 3-day battle against the faithful angels, the forces of evil were banished from heaven for all eternity.
Well, I like it when the good guys win.
Yes. But what if the war were not over? What if Lucifer had not been defeated, but lay in wait, preparing for his chance to overthrow heaven?
Well, debating hypothetical fairy tales is a little nerdy for me.
Look at the world around you. Did heaven win the battle? Man has created hell on earth. And the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness. At his core, he is a grasping, clawing, foolish creature, willing to commit any sin to appease his base and greedy nature.
I thought I was jaded. You really think we're as bad as all that?
There are still some who give me hope. You, I'm not sure about. Your role, whether for good or evil, has yet to be determined.
He's not so bad. Does he have the egg?
No, my dear. Entirely the wrong egg. An interesting trinket, to be sure, but not the egg I'm searching for.
Well, if it isn't Ariel Bowers. You know, I hope I pronounced that correctly, because Bowers doesn't have a wife.
Great work, Detective. How long did that take to figure out?
Not long, after Bowers told me.
I have to confess, I haven't been totally honest with you on some things.
Just some?
I didn't know who you were when you first interrupted my own search of Bowers' place.
And what were you doing there?
I work for an organization you wouldn't have heard of. We're based out of St. Petersburg.
Florida.
Russia.
How about you?
I don't work for anyone. Just the greater good. And my own little passions, of course. Ariel and I have crossed paths on several occasions. This time we seem to have some objectives in common, so we pooled our resources.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with Ariel's resources. How common are your objectives and mine?
That depends. You the kind of man who lets innocent people die?
Not normally, no.
You've heard of the Tesla Legacy Society. At one time, it had a membership of hundreds. After Charles Johansson died, the numbers dwindled. Some time ago, all those people vanished without a trace. I'd hoped to find some answers from Bowers.
Oh, I got news for you. He's not dead. He's back.
He's the translator, I presume.
The one building the immortal coil. You say you like it when the good guys win? You plan on doing anything about that?
Oh, sure. Leave it to me, as always. What are you two gonna do about it?
This is not my battle to fight.
He knows me. I won't be able to get close to him like you can.
You shall have to find the tester egg first. Of course.
Great. I didn't even think of that. Well, if you don't have any more helpful tips...
Until we meet again, Mr. Murphy. And something tells me we will.
Until next time. Kiss for luck. You'll need it.
After visiting with St. Germain, the former Mrs. Bowers invites me to a place called the Resort and says she has information to exchange.
Well, well. If it isn't Dudley Do-Right. Caught me red-handed.
And if it isn't Natasha Vitale, you and Boris Barinov have certainly pulled a fast one on me.
Saint Germain isn't part of this. He's a collector looking for the Fabergé egg. I'm an agent looking to infiltrate the translator.
Yeah, and I'm an accountant.
No, I really am. The organization I work for, you couldn't pronounce it, but in English it's called the White Guard. We've been monitoring the translator for years. We've had our eye on you as well. So are you going to interrogate me? I have so much to confess.
So you're sure I couldn't pronounce that Russian name? I'm pretty good at pronunciation.
I'll be honest with you. I need your help, Tex. And I can help you, but I had to find out where your loyalties were.
Really? Well, what about me? When do I find out about you and where your loyalties lie?
That's why we're here, together, alone. I hope you don't mind I took the liberty of ordering some food. Should be here any minute. I thought we could have a bite, get to know each other a little better.
Set the spider to the fly.
I told you, Tex, I've had my eye on you for a while. And as you know, I'm not married. Who knows what lies ahead?
What lies ahead? That may be the truest thing you've ever said to me.
It's a rough world out there. Any of us could be dead tomorrow. I live in the moment. And right now, I want that moment to be with you.
Ariel, I have any number of reasons to keep you at arm's length. But right now, I just need one. There's a woman that I care about. I might even be in love with her. And until I know for sure, I can't afford to live in the moment. No matter how gorgeous or enticing that moment might be.
I know things you might want to know.
I'm sure that you do. But if they come with strings attached, I'm not interested.
Okay, I promise. No strings attached. That must be the food. I'm just going to change real quick.
No changing.
Okay. I need to get this out before you say anything. I get it. You don't know me anymore. But I know you, and I'm not just going to give up on what we had. It may not have been much, but I wanted it to be much, and I'm here just to see if you'll give us one more chance, please. Please.
Look, I know 7 years have passed. I realize that. But to me, it's yesterday. I'm in love with Chelsea, and if there's any chance that I can find her and that she's alive, I can't commit to any other woman.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Tex. I really do. And if you ever decide to let go of the past, come look me up. I might still be here.
I wish just once I'd had a man love me like you love this Chelsea person. Who is she?
She's the reason you've got to leave.
Okay, I'll leave. But I may be back tomorrow.
Boy, resisting both Taylor and Ariel took all the willpower I could muster. They're both incredibly tempting in their own right. I feel Chelsea's out there somewhere. I know in my soul she's the perfect one, and I need to find her. As I contemplate my next move, I get a call from Archie, who says he has a lead for me, and I should come over right away.
So have you heard any more about the Tesla cache or Margaret Leonard? I mean, if she can't fix it, how are you going to get your memory back?
It's not just my memory, it's my life I want back.
Those Morlocks, I think that there's a connection between them and Margaret Leonard. I mean, see, the other day when you got knocked out, Margaret was in your apartment, right? The Morlock hunters told me they'd never seen so many Morlocks around Chandler Avenue. They said it was like something or someone was drawing them there. I mean, no one knows what they were doing around here. They were scattered after Margaret died. Now the hunters say that quite a few of them have been showing up in one particular area outside the city. I got a location for you. Don't know about that.
So who is Margaret Leonard really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location 200 feet below me.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course, I've always got a bad feeling about this. Could you just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
Water must be toxic. I better not stick my tootsies in it. Whoa. There is someone or something on the other side of this stream. I wonder if it's Mantis. I need to be careful. Sounds like he's in a homicidal mood. Sign says the water's toxic, but how dangerous could it be?
Has there ever been a bigger idiot than you?
Yeah, it's a plank. Yeah, I've never really been interested in yard work. Bucket of nails is always helpful when you want to fix something. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. I'll need to find the key before I can open this, and it's probably in the house.
Why does this have to be so heavy?
Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I'm going to repair this ladder.
Nice.
Someone's watching me, and it's making me feel incredibly uneasy. Now I could use that. That man over there could be Mantis. I'm not sure that man is friend or foe. Well, that might come in handy. Man, I have an eerie feeling I'm being watched. Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it. What kind of creatures was Margaret keeping in captivity? With 5 planks, I could repair the ladder next to the shed. And some rusty nails. Now, if I only had some nails. Well, this'll come in handy. A hammer could go with these items.
I'm experiencing a sensation altogether new to me, and frankly, I love it.
Just what I need for a repair job. Now, I fixed it, and it appears to be some sort of ladder. This ladder could help me go places. Better steer clear of the waters. God knows what could be lurking in that. Yeah, last time I opened one of these, monkeys came flying out. The ace of base vase. Pot, yeah, looks ceramic. It's a card reader. I'll need to find the card before I can get inside. Milk drinkers? Man, that explains a lot. This card could be used to get in the front door. Mildew. It appears to be a key of some kind, dare I say, for the front door. Margaret Leonard sent me.
Liar! Liar!
You know, you seem like you could use a great big hug.
Friend! Slave! Killer!
I'm sorry. Is there something I can do to help you? Glass of water, a donut.
Get it out of my head!
What exactly is in your head? You might want to tell me before my flight response kicks in here.
Help me! Slave! Die! Die!
Kids, they never shut the door when they go out to play. That must be Mantis, and my guess is Margaret Leonard left some medication to control his affliction somewhere in the swamp house. The XBR 1000 greenhouse light. It sure grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation. The XBR 1000 light shines brightest right here. Palm trees are a nice touch. Yep, garden shears are perfect for trimming grass, bushes, or stubborn branches. I wonder if there's a way to get these valerian flowers to grow quickly. Good for... I'll need these valerian seeds to blossom into flowers before I can use them in medicine. Nice rug. Nice chest. Like an ike hammer. Sucker's game. Books? Do people still read these? I never cared for pliers. Got lots of bad dental memories. Got it. Books help me become more learned. Hey, this is a fake! You know, couches are really pointless unless there's a TV. Well, I won't be able to use this fireplace. It's got a vent cover. And that is one big jackalope. Well, another matchbook to add to my collection. Very handy when you're venturing into public bathrooms. It's a broken syringe. I'll bet this would have been worth a lot of money on Antiques Roadshow if they hadn't refinished it in white. Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these books. The zipper on this cushion's stuck. I'll need something to help me open it. This is the only tool my dentist uses. It's a safe key. The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it. You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open. Looks like I'll need some firewood. You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open. Something big just moved, and there's smoke coming out from behind the panel. It's a pot for planting seeds. It's a safe lock, and I'll need a key to open it. I need to unscrew that cutoff from the wall before I can repair it. Good for gardening. I'll need these valerian seeds to blossom into flowers before I can use them in medicine. Don't tell anyone, but I hear these make fire. Well, the key to the safe is safe with me. This pot is ready for seeds to be planted in. I'll need to shine a powerful light on this plant to make it grow faster. I need something to cut off a valerian blossom from this plant. Well, that might come in handy. Valerian flowers, when placed in a vial and combined with alcohol, could be used to create medical ingredients. Ah, it's open to the centerfold. The Mike and Ike Hammer Candy Comic, Double Fudge Indemnity. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office. Another table. Oops. Yeah, talking to myself again. Hey, these carpets don't match these drapes. I hope this isn't diseased. Whoa, that's one old vid phone. It's got a message on it, but I'll need to get Margaret's voicemail number to listen to it. It's an empty vial. It's an empty vial, ready for medical ingredients. I know tongs are great for pulling my chestnuts out of the fire. I can't use this fireplace, it's been bricked in. Ashtray. Yummy. This key belongs to an Ultra Pro 900 lock. Crap alarm. I've always wanted one of these. They're good for reaching items just out of my grasp or in a dangerous situation. Yeah, very organized. I'm impressed. The picture looks similar to the one downstairs, except the one downstairs had 3 numbers on it. Security card. And another security card. Like I haven't seen 1,000 of these in my lifetime. And just like Grandma's, for when she needed to reach items in toxic areas. It's an Ultra Pro 900 key. It'll open an Ultra Pro 900 lock like the one on the tool shed. Great for grabbing things from hot places. Perfect for hot chocolate. Screw this. That's a brand recognized all over the world.
I know what you're thinking, and that's not a good idea.
Oh, it's C4 chewing gum. The stuff packs quite a wallop, but it is grape. I love grape flavor. On second thought, I better find another use for this. Nice place to sit.
Is this? It is. It's actual moonshine.
Fertilizer that looks as good as it smells. I love barrels. Now where are the monkeys? Rusty's C4 exploding gum is the ultimate party gag. However, it does have the side effect of possible decapitation.
That's real moonshine. With a high enough alcohol content to make you go blind for 3 days.
Margaret must have been a girl who could hold her liquor.
Oh my hell. Don't do that! I gotta admit, sometimes when you play God, things turn out okay.
Well, I'm almost there. I just need to add some alcohol to bring out the medicinal ability of the valerian flowers. I need to place this in a chemical mixer to create medicine for Mantis. That was a little overkill, but was effective.
I'm sure Thor's big hammer here could straighten a few things out.
This Thor-sized hammer could reshape the world. I'll need to reshape this metal cog. Looks like I'll need some firewood. You know, I've always thought that wood is a key ingredient to starting any fire. Wood is good, especially for building fires. Now I can place this cog in a fire and reshape it. The cog's fixed and ready to be put back. This cog's repaired and ready to be put back in place. You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open.
to the not-so-wise, the water still has electricity running through it.
Wow, that pipe is a big hole. It's a card reader, and I'll need the electricity to be on for it to work. This cellar door has a card reader on the side. This drain perfectly symbolizes my life. This cellar door has a card reader on the side. And another security card. Like I haven't seen 1,000 of these in my lifetime. Yeah, Margaret made sure this place was soundproof. There's blood all over the floor. Doesn't look fresh, but it's troubling. It's my apartment from my old UI of U days.
I've assembled the spirit radio. Tonight will be my first attempt to contact my husband. The radio is working. I hear voices that are incoherent, eerie, and tantalizing. There must be some way to amplify the power. My last attempt was a near disaster, similar to what happened to Tesla back in 1899. The frequency caused a vibration that increased until I thought the house would split in two. I had to smash the radio. Now I have to start all over. I don't want to get my hopes too high, but I believe I've made contact. I brought the radio into the lab, and I swear that being close to Charles's cryo chamber has intensified the signal. I'm sure it's his voice, but I can't understand what he's saying. I've recorded hours of the voice and had experts analyze the audio from every angle. We've deciphered 3 words: void, return, immortal. I've reached an impasse. I wonder if the Tesla egg, could it amplify the radio's power? It's been weeks since I've heard Charles's voice on the spirit radio. I wonder if the Gideon parasites have moved ahead without me and brought him back to life. It's been years since I made an entry in this video journal. Charles is dead and lost to me forever, and I will die soon. The translator lives, and one way or another, whoever sees this, Mantis, Mason, it's up to you to stop the translator.
Stopping the translator isn't going to be easy, and the Tesla egg and spirit radio seem to be the keys. Somehow the information Margaret Leonard took to the grave needs to be uncovered. Is that even possible? I have an eerie feeling it is. The glass is shattered. Was something trying to get in or out? Now there's something you don't typically see in a residential home. This machine monitors electrical activity in your heart. That's the interocitor IQ measurement system. I should try this baby out and see what a genius I am.
Don't text. You may not like what you find. Dr. Zaius was right. A man like you is inferior to the simian in every way.
There's more books in here than in my county library. Cursed government spending cuts. It's a chemical mixer for creating medicine. I'll need to place a vial filled with alcohol and valerian flowers in here to create medicine for Mantis. Well, hell, that ought to do it. This medicine should control Mantis's pain. Well, hell, that ought to do it. This looks like something unethical happened in here. Now, there's something you don't typically see in a residential home. Whoa, that's one old vid phone. It's got a message on it, but I'll need to get Margaret's voicemail number to listen to it. Another table. Oops. Yeah, talking to myself. Ashtray. Yummy. Yeah, very organized. I'm impressed. That's why I always insist on guests using coasters. Books? Ah, it's open to the centerfold. I waited near the front door, ready for him to show up, but not as ready as I should have been.
Sorry. I can't control it.
Well, I hadn't even noticed because you hide it so well. You're the one that prays, aren't you?
Yes. I am Mantis.
Praying mantis? Oh, I am losing my touch. Any PI with a salt would have figured that one out.
That was Margaret's code. So she did send you. It just seems strange she took such a risk coming to see you. So she could give you the injection.
How do you know about that?
Because I was there. And she wanted you to forget everything you had done.
Yeah, well, she pretty much accomplished that.
Yeah. And here you are. Seems kind of strange.
Strange? You know what I find strange? I saw a video of Margaret torturing you.
She wasn't torturing me. She had been helping me for a very long time.
But you're a Morlock. She made you this way.
You can't blame her. I chose this path. I volunteered to take one of the greatest technological leaps of all time. Crowd technology. I was one of the founding members of the Tesla Legacy Society. Along with others, I allowed myself to die and be brought back. We dreamed of waking to a world reborn. We found ourselves worse off than before. And worst of all, we no longer were the people we had been. The cryosleep had unforeseen complications.
Well, at least cryogenics is now partially covered under major medical.
Only a few of us escaped the physical deformities from the freeze. Worse is what it did to our minds. Drove us to madness.
So how come the Tesla Society hasn't taken care of you guys? Certainly the burden shouldn't just fall on Margaret.
The Tesla Legacy Society and its creations are no more.
So what happened? I mean, I know a little of your history since Charles Johansson joined you.
Johansson. I believed in him once. He was our martyr. We carried his work to the foot of his holy cryo chamber. We knew that one day he would return to take us to this glorious future.
And he did return.
Yeah, he was now the translator. He was delusional only as the greatest zealots are. He believed he knew the will of Tesla. He was going to create a gateway, a celestial conduit between heaven and earth. He called it the immortal coil.
Gotcha.
He was determined to build it at any cost. And in the end, we banished him from the society. But he didn't stay banished. Months later, he returned with a small group of men, led by the one known as Slade. They attacked the facility, sparing no one. I saw Slade himself put a gun to my wife's head while she begged for her life, and he pulled the trigger. When it was over, they removed every trace of the Tesla Legacy Society. Its files, its equipment. There was only one thing left behind.
And that was?
A key bit of information. The spirit radio frequencies. They were stored in the clouds that Charles never knew about.
And these were important.
It may be the only way to stop Charles from activating the immortal coil.
And that would be bad?
It's very bad. As in splitting the planet in two bad. I'll tell you where to find the egg. But I need you to find those frequencies first.
Before I head off to the Tesla Legacy Society, I get a call from Thompson Auld inviting me over to his house. Sounds like he's ready to talk.
Any luck locating the spirit radio?
I've got some leads, but it all seems to tie to something called the immortal coil.
I found something that you might find interesting.
They
did some experiments with interfacing brain circuitry. You might have been one of the first test subjects.
I'm sorry.
Memories are simply electronic impulses, and we are the sum of our memories. Now, on a cellular level, you're a completely different person than you were 7 years ago. But your essence is exactly the same as it was that night with Chelsea outside of the Golden Pagoda.
How do you know about Chelsea?
Well, first, and you may already know this, Chelsea is Margaret Leonard's daughter. Now, Margaret had lost her husband, and she was overwhelmed. So she put Chelsea in the care of a mutant family, the Bandos, and then tried to forget that she'd ever had a child.
That's pretty cold.
Well, it was a decision that she's regretted for decades. And years later, when she found Chelsea living at the Ritz, she rented a room so she could be close, but never revealed her true identity.
Yeah, and that's why we got abducted.
Now, Margaret was being funded by Gideon Enterprises, and an opportunistic manager named Dalton Fisk found out that Margaret's husband had stolen some very important documents.
The Tesla cache.
Dalton tried to force Margaret into reanimating Charles, but she refused and then disappeared. But then Dalton discovered that she had a daughter, and he came after her. Now, this much I can tell you. She's alive and well and living a new life. But I hope you'll understand that even if I could tell you more, I wouldn't.
Margaret was so frightened for Chelsea she gave her away. I mean, if I have to, I will too, because I never want to put Chelsea's life in danger.
I'm glad that you see it that way. It's really for the best. And now you have your own new life to lead. Which reminds me, I meant to get you the canister.
Yeah, except I can't remember my new life.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing. But if you decide to use the spirit radio to try to get answers, you'll need help. Wait here.
This is where I come in. How about we go get that cryo chamber with old Maggie's head in it?
We can't let him have it.
Oh, hold on, partner there. No need to get violent or anything. Let's just see if we can work this out, okay?
Walked right into
Oh, up there, is it?
bad. We've got to get you to the hospital.
No, you have to stop him. If they get inside her head, it will undo everything that Mason was fighting for.
Look, I know what they're after, and I think I can beat them to it. It's the Tesla egg, so let's just get you out of here.
Go! Go!
You're coming with me. Come on. I couldn't shake the look of fear I saw in Alt's eyes as he was lying in a pool of his own blood. Slade had blown a hole through the little man without even a second thought. Could I really have been partners with someone like that? Maybe I did change over the last 7 years, but if I did, it has to be possible to change back. I need a weapon I can use against these psychopaths. I knew my only hope was somewhere at the Tesla Institute. Slade's trumped me at every corner, but the ace may be at Tesla.